Just want to tell a quick story. I like to, on the way here, I always try to think of like strategies or stories, anything that can help the audience. So yesterday, in fact, no, actually 2 days ago, every Tuesday morning we have our marketing meetings in the office. And you know, it's like a little pep up, you know, I try to get everybody excited and energized, and which we have a great team. Usually I don't have to do that much. But anyway, the moral of the story with Tuesday's marketing meeting was we're all in a very tough business on the sales side, on the recruiting side. What we do is brutal. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I've been at this for over 20 years, Carrie since 1972, and it takes years and years. So I can only imagine on the retail side, which is you all, it's got to be even probably tougher, I would imagine. So we look at this very serious, and we try to come up with new ideas and sales strategies to keep all of our agents ahead of the competition. But it's still tough. You know, you got to get in that mindset every day with the phone calls and the appointments, and you got to be energized. And if you're talking on the phone and you're half asleep, you're not going to make any sales. I don't care how many degrees you have or how knowledgeable you are, it doesn't matter. So how do you get in that space every day, which is the challenge? So in our marketing meeting, I gave a few examples, and it's funny because last week, my mom was telling me, my mom comes in the office, most of you have met her, and she says to me, we were talking about my dad, you know, he's there every day, he's doing great. Sometimes he gets a little pooped around 4 o'clock, you know, we try to keep him going till like 6, and she goes, you know, she's like, Bill, your father, I remember, you know, 25 years ago, he was in sales, or 30 years ago, and he would get up in the morning, and he was on fire day in and day out. There wouldn't be a phone call that came in that he said no to. He would drive in the car at 4 in the morning to Kendall, into some industrial park with dogs barking, this and that, and he got the door closed on his face, and my mom said he was back at it the next morning to meet the same person at 4 a.m., with a smile on his face, ready to go in his little brown suit, you know, his tie that stopped here, and he was on fire. And so I was talking about this story to all of our marketers, and I said, I'm sure you can remember a time when you were either growing up in the business or when you were younger and trying to fight and wake up every day and find that energy. You know, I used to do it with these cold calls. I would buy lists of agents all over the country and call every single person. Some were dead, some were selling cars, so it didn't even matter. And it didn't matter for me. I'd sit up till 10, 11 at night. I'd line up all these Post-it notes. This is before computers were big. I had Post-it notes all over the floor with notes. So I started saying to myself, how do you find that drive again, that energy, the compassion? And it's tough. So my question to you all is try to think of like when you were younger, growing up, when you had that energy, you would do whatever it takes to make a sale or a call or an appointment, and try to get back to that place. And you know, sometimes it's tough, but I think if we, you know, write these things down and try to use that as an anchor to get back there every day, it works. But all I can tell you is after this meeting on Tuesday is Carrie was on fire after this. It was like I woke up something inside of him. He remembered those days, and yeah, he worked harder the last couple of days than I've seen in probably 10 years. So I figured, yeah, there you go. I figured it was important to share it with everybody, to try to find that little something that sparked you, you know, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever it was for you. But I think it's so important to drive us every day.